Joining me to discuss this recent attack in Mango Plateau State is Hamisu, a security expert. Thank you very much for joining me, Mr. Hamisu. Now, this attack happened barely hours after the governor of the state imposed a curfew on the local government area, and we understand there had been violence in the area earlier in the day, which necessitated the curfew. So how could the attack have occurred in an environment with a curfew in place?
Well, thank you very much for your question. The essence of you in every crisis situation is to make sure that there is no movement and that people are curtailed from moving about so that it will give the security agents the capacity to monitor such movement that may occur and then deal with such movement decisively. So you will put people under curfew when you have the capacity to protect the people because if you don't have the capacity to protect the people and then you put them under curfew, you've just set them up for attack that we've just seen. It is quite unfortunate that a security measure that is meant to protect the people became a cover for the marauders to equally invade the community and attack them. So the question should be asked, what happened? Because before you put a community under a curfew, you are sure of all the security arrangements to protect those people from any attack. And if there are no positive arrangement and no strengthening flanks that will ensure that nobody comes in, nobody goes out, so that no community or no persons are attacked, then it becomes a deliberate sabotage among the planners that ensure that there was curfew in the first place. So you put people under curfew when you have capacity to police them. Else you don't put them under curfew.
All right, now, so what security loophole do you think that these assailants are exploiting to carry out these frequent attacks in Plateau State?
You see, people that are carrying out the attacks are familiar with the terrain and they are familiar with the security arrangement. And you know, the problem with Nigeria is the fact that when things happen, we don't ask questions. We always say that we are on top of the situation, whereas we are not on top of any situation. Secondly, I keep saying this in Niger, if you are in charge of any operation and there is a failure, and that failure is deliberate, you are punished for that. But in our own situation, if you don't fail, nobody will even promote you. So people are encouraged to do what they are doing. If not, you cannot, as a governor of a state, I ask you of a solution and you tell me that all we can do is to put the people under curfew and then tomorrow you report to me to say what? That those communities were attacked and then you're still keeping your post? It's not possible. I won't condone that because it's a deliberate sabotage. That is how I will interpret it. No two ways about it. Because if not that you want to sabotage my effort, you should have given me more nuanced advice that will really protect the persons. But you told me from a professional point of view, and I have to rely on your judgment because you are trained to give professional security protection and advice. And then you told me that the best we could do was to put the people under curfew. And then the next morning, the news came to me that that those people were attacked. And then you want me to congratulate you? No, I will sack you. I will call for your sack. And that is what's supposed to be done because we are rewarding failures in the country, and that is why we keep on revolving within the same cycle, the same problem, the same challenges, and then you still have the same actors that have failed over time, still presiding over the situation. And it's sad. You can't get it anywhere other than Nigeria.
All right, finally, what do you think needs to be done to all these, to end these senseless attacks?
You see, on this channel, on other channels, I've said it. The first thing is the people must resolve to say enough is enough. That the killings are too much, that we are fast losing our persons, either both ways, and that we need to work together for peace. It is on that condition that there will be peace. Secondly, there must be collaboration. And then this is another problem. I said it here. There are times that you give information to the security agents, and then the information leak to those people that you went to report. And then you are attacked, or your families are attacked, or your community is attacked. So there must be synergy between the communities and the security operatives because the security operatives are not miracle workers. They need intelligence report, and if the people are not willing to give intelligence report, there is nothing anybody can do. These attacks will continue. Lastly, for any commander, for any DPO, for any operation leader that failed in his operations, that gave advice that did not yield the envisaged result, should be fired, should be dealt with. Until we start doing this, we will not really achieve the kind of peace we want to see. Because once I fail, I'm maybe sent out of Plateau State and taken to another state, which means that I'm encouraged to keep my job, even if I'm incompetent. So we'll continue to have incompetent security situation, incompetent security planning, and incompetent security execution, both tactically and operationally. And these factors combined are responsible for the perpetual conflict cycle and killings that we've been seeing in Nigeria. Until we break this cycle, and nothing positive will happen, and there will be no security.
Well, security expert Abu Hamisu, thank you very much for lending your thoughts.